What's up guys, it's Six Man Sports, and I'm just gonna say it feels good to be back. It's been at least 40 days since I've uploaded a video onto this channel, but all that matters is that we're back. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the Sacramento Kings and how they've established one of the best offenses in the entire NBA, filled with great three-point shooting, and whether this team can last and be this good and ultimately make the playoffs for the first time in 16 years. With the Mariners making the playoffs this year in baseball, that now gives the Kings the largest playoff drought in North American sports, sitting at 16 years like I mentioned. And over the past 15 years or so, the Kings have been the laughingstock in the entire NBA. Some players they've passed on in the past 3 years are Luka, Giannis, Kawhi, D-Book, Lillard, Clay, and there's many more players they've passed up on. This team just hasn't been run well, whether that's the GM or the coach, but this team in 2022 is much different, and they have a case to make the playoffs. So let's start off by talking about De'Aaron Fox. Fox has helped this team become the NBA's best offense, or one of the best offenses, by doing what he does best: attack the rim. The speedy, fearless guard breaks down defenses at will and has also started knocking down jumpers consistently. Fox is among the best in efficiency when it comes to close proximity to the rim, and the skill has also led to wide open shots for his teammates, and Fox will dish them. Fox is also shooting a stellar 38.5% from beyond the arc, and that's much better than his past seasons, and he's doing this on 5 attempts per game. His co-star is Sabonis. After trading their up-and-coming star in Tyrese Haliburton alongside their sharpshooter Buddy Hield, the Kings got Sabonis from the Pacers. Initially, I opposed this trade for the Kings, as Tyrese is much better in the future and can be one of the best guards in the league. Right now with Indiana, he's averaging 19.8 points and an NBA-leading 10.9 assists per game. Although it's too early to tell who really won this trade, I think it's looking like it benefited both teams. Sabonis has been phenomenal in his time with the Kings, creating spaces with shooters with his screening and passing, and has a big impact beyond the box score for this offense. One of the guys he's really helped out is Kevin Huerter. Huerter was acquired by the Kings in a deal with the Hawks, where they traded away Justin Holiday, Mo Harkless, and a future first-round pick. During his time with the Hawks, Huerter was a scoring guard who averaged around 10 points per game with the potential to go off on certain nights. He would occasionally come off the bench, but his numbers and efficiency are nothing close compared to this current year. So far, the Kings are looking to be massive winners in this deal. Huerter has filled a major gap in this team with his great shooting ability. Before the season, he was named the starting shooting guard for the team. So far, he's come up clutch and played great for the Kings, averaging 16 points per game on a spectacular 47% shooting from 3, a mark nobody in the league is close to at his volume. Not only is he efficient, but he also shoots at a high volume. His 7.5 attempts per game is a minimum 2 more than any other player on the Kings. Kevin Huerter has been really good for the team, and if he continues to play like this, they can be much better and they can continue to have a great offense. Another member of the starting lineup is rookie Keegan Murray. He's been doing pretty well in his first 15 or so games of NBA action. He started the season off the bench, but since he joined the starting lineup, the team has looked much better. His efficiency numbers aren't the best yet, but compared to other rookies, he's doing fine. He's been going through a bit of a slump lately, but I think he's getting used to the league, and like many rookies, he will be fine in the end and will do good as the season progresses. Kind of like Jalen Green we saw last year. He started the season off very efficient, but as the year ended, he put together a string of great performances where he shot the ball great. The final member of the starting lineup is Harrison Barnes. He's always been in trade rumors lately, and he did actually get traded to the Kings a couple years ago. He's been consistent in his time with the Kings, bringing some good scoring, and this year he's averaging 13 points per game as the starting small forward. The final 2 main contributors off the bench for this team are explosive guard Malik Monk and lockdown defender Davion Mitchell. Monk was teammates with Fox during their time at Kentucky, and after getting picked in the lottery by the Hornets, Monk had showed flashes of potential but never really turned out how the Hornets wanted him to be. Last year he signed a 1-year deal to bet on himself with the Lakers, and he turned out to be one of the few promising positives of that team last year. However, this free agency, Monk took a similar deal with the Kings, and it's safe to say it's worked out for both parties. He's the team's leading scorer off the bench, averaging around 13 points per game on good efficiency from both the field and from 3. Davion Mitchell, on the other hand, is known for his stellar defense in guarding the best players of opposing teams, and after the Haliburton trade last season, he did see an increased run in minutes and was becoming better on the offensive side of the ball. But now with the additions of Monk and Huerter, it's going to be tough for Mitchell to find that type of opportunity. However, his biggest plus to this team is his defense, something that this team often lacks. Some other contributors for this team off the bench include the high-flying Terrence Davis, Trey Lyles, and Chimezie Metu, who's actually been good for this team this year. As a whole, this team loves to shoot the ball. They've gone from an abysmal 25th in the league in three-point efficiency to a great 6th in just 1 year. The additions of Monk and Herter have led to some of the increase, as well as their best player in Fox getting better outside the arc. Harrison Barnes, a usually good shooter, has struggled out the gate this year, but he should be back to his normal shooting splits. And yeah, this team does like to run by their strengths, something the Kings haven't done in past years. If you remember, Luke Walton, who had De'Aaron Fox, very young, great fast player, ran this team very slow and just slowed down Fox's potential. But they're a top 5 team in pace this season, and Mike Brown is a big reason for that. Fox is arguably one of the fastest players in the entire NBA, so it makes sense to run a fast offense through him. Combining Fox with the great playmaking and vision of Sabonis has led to many shots for their best shooters, giving them the best position to win. Their new coach, like I said, Mike Brown, who spent some time with the Warriors and the Cavs in past time, has helped this team form a great identity and become who they are. Now the question is, can this work in the long run for the Kings, and can they finally break their super long playoff drought? The day I'm currently recording this, the Kings are 5th in the Western Conference with a 10-7 record, and they just snapped a 7-game winning streak against the Hawks. But the problem is the West is packed with teams like the Warriors and the Lakers who aren't doing too good yet, but they are filled with good players and they have a chance to make it back into this playoff position. The Lakers are a kind of struggling team, but with the return of Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook and LeBron being good, they've won 5 out of their last 6 games, something that can help in the long run. However, let's go back to the Kings. The defense of this team isn't there, and that's what's going to show as the season goes on, and their offense will start to eventually slow down as fatigue will play a role in that. If this team can get up to an average defense or become positive on defense, I think they can solidify themselves as a playoff position in the West. They're a very streaky team, and I think that if they continue to play like this, they'll find themselves in the range of the 6 to 10 seed by the season's end. Coming into this season, me personally, I said the Kings would finish 9th, but no one could predict how good this team has been, especially after starting the season 0-4. Even if they lose in the play-in game or don't even make it there, this team does have a very bright future. Their fate, however, lies on the shoulders of their duo, Sabonis and Fox, and how they can benefit their teammates. Thank you guys for watching. I haven't made a video in a very long time, so I hope you enjoyed. We'll be trying to go at least 1 video a week, maybe a bit less than that, so I really enjoyed being back. Thank you guys, and if you're new, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.